Well, she's back again, Jasmine Crockett, always in the news, always doing things that is not in good or not in good faith with black people. She doesn't do anything that specifically take care of us. And I'm talking about us as Foundation Black Americans or freedmen, descendants of slaves. Um, she's always advocating for everybody else but us. So I think Jason Black said if you set a black person in front of a white person, they ultimately tell the truth. So I want y'all to watch this and take notes. This woman has no care for black people, and she said it on the Breakfast Club. She get her little $1 million settlement that's owed to her. I think it's like a $20 million settlement. She's done with politics for a minute, and she'll come back after she get her paper. So once this lady get paid, she's done. And somebody has already given her the okay to do the crap she do. So let's go in and check her out. I want y'all to watch this video. One second. Here she's talking about the future of the Democrats.
Try to look for some sense of normalcy when we literally are living in a time that is but normal, letting our hair down a little bit. It's hard for people to believe you if they feel like you can't feel them. And I think that what they get from me is that they always feel like, oh, she understands.
See, first of all, she got to come out with a damn lie. People, Foundation Black Americans, know you don't understand crap. You just here to do your due for whatever few more years you got, and then you out because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be voted out if you don't already just walk out. We do not trust you. We do not like you. You're bad for black people. I've said this over and over. You do not bring back nothing we don't already have, and that's nothing. Let's get that part straight. And before I let her continue on that interview, let me go over to this other one. Let's get on this other one where she really showed a fool. I done showed this interview several times here. This guy's talking to her about reparation for black people. And listen at this. On this Karen Hunt show, Fair Use Karen Hunt, Fair Use Facebook, uh, YouTube, and X. Listen at this crowd. This brother's asking good questions, but I don't know if they're in good faith, but here we go.
The day, at its core, we're talking about a conversation about the illusion of competing narratives and the illusion of scarcity. If we were in a space where we could have an honest dialogue, just from a very like basic ground level, granular perspective, it seems to be very traumatic for a number of Black people in America that we cannot get started a conversation about reparations. But in the same breath, it takes very little to make the decision to send literally hundreds of millions of dollars outside of America, or to give immigrants who are coming into the country cash money. And we can't even get started with a study about reparations as if someone said Voldemort or Beetlejuice 8 times. Like, it's not something that people will even entertain. And I think that
And this brother makes a good point. They can give millions of dollars to other countries that don't even contribute to taxpayer dollars. They can give millions of dollars and have it ready for immigrants to come over here and don't give tax dollars to the very people that put these people in office, which Foundation Black Americans, we control the Democrat Party. We're their highest voting bloc. We're 80%, sometimes 90% of their voting bloc. They can't do nothing without us. And look how she looking. Look how she looking. Look how this other lady looking, Karen Hunt. Two people who are bad for black people. These people been getting money off us for years, off white donors to manipulate us. They get paid big major league to manipulate us. They don't care nothing about black people, Foundation Black Americans. But we keep giving them power to lie to us, manipulate us, take money from our district and give it to the other district, tell us they ain't got it. We know you got it. But listen to some of the bullshit she say here.
Black people in America who have been catching hell literally since we've been in America. That is a very hard pill, like parsley number one. I think
First of all, he's making a good point, but these two damn women don't give a fuck about what he's saying. They don't care. For some reason, most black women think they are a part of the status quo and a few black men. And if you look at some of those black men, you be like, most of them on the feminine side, the LGBT side. Now, they got money for that. Okay? And most of the LGBT are like 1 or 2% of the population. But they got money for them. They got money for immigrants, they got money for LGBTQ, and they got money for the foreigners. And Jews and Asians, which that includes foreigners. So, but when it come to us, they don't even have a damn conversation. We can't even have like the dude said, we can't even have a conversation for a fucking study. And when we try to do that, they vote that study down. So that's why I say, black people, you have to use your vote as power. Do not give it to them and then try to hold them accountable before you give them that vote. And she gonna say something. We ain't got the right to vote. I don't have no problem voting. I don't know what she getting this problem with the right to vote shit. When I go vote, I have no problem voting. But here lately, since Obama was president, I hold my vote. I've held my vote, and I'm not giving my vote away for free like I did to Obama. So that's a no-no. So let's see what she got to say. Man, I really don't want to hear what she got to say, but I'm doing this for y'all. And I already played this before.
Also, as you've seen, and this is very, very, very relevant in sanctuary cities like Chicago and New York City, or so-called sanctuary cities. As you see these particular spaces become increasingly less inhabitable for working class Black people, where they cannot have places to live, They're having trouble finding accommodations. They are not having jobs that are keeping up with the wages, are not keeping up with the cost of living in these cities. And then you find migrants who are coming into the city, and it seems like there is a priority given to at least solving the problem or addressing the problem. It is a slap in the face because you have come to us cycle after cycle asking for our vote, asking for our support, telling us we're a priority, telling us that our votes matter. And then when the rubber meets the road, what we are seeing is that you're not investing in addressing the issues that we've always had. But there's this new group of folks, this shiny new girlfriend, if you will, who comes into town, and now all of a sudden they're the priority. And Black folks.
Now you see how they shaking their head, yes. Listen, man, these people don't care. When we get them our vote, man, 24/7. Damn, man. These hoes don't care about what's going on with black people. The dude is making a honest, seem like to me, an honest conversation. You know, something to talk about. He basically saying that they look right over us. And that's what they do. Because black women, or most of us black people, which is most of them is the civil rights folks. I mean the civil rights people, the old baby boomers who give their votes to these people. They've been doing that for 40, 50 years, just giving away their vote to Democrats because they think Democrats are standing up for them. Democrats only stand up for the Medicaid. And they tell them your Medicare and their Medicaid gonna get cut off if you don't vote Democrats. You know what I'm saying? And they need that because they that old, the old niggas now. But you gotta watch out, like Jason Black said, you gotta watch out for these old niggas. Karen Hunter is an old nigga. She don't care. She been doing this shit right here. That's why she got her little show on what is that? What is that thing called? XM radio or whatever. That's why she over there. They pay her to tell the bullshit or explain the bullshit over there. So that she could keep putting bullshit into these old niggas' minds. Thinking that the Democrat Party gonna do good for them. And they think Democrats been having power for the last 8 years. And nothing has got done for black people. Not one thing.
In a lot of ways, part of it is misinformation, part of it is a lack of understanding, have a certain feeling about that, and that's.
But I think Charles Coleman Jr. is here. Representative Jasmine Crockett from the great state of Texas is here as well. I think Representative Crockett pointed out we have a poor. When I say we, there's a poor communication. There's poor communication going on. Like information is not getting out. Every time I hear somebody say they're not voting until a check is cut, I say to myself,
right. You say to yourself, you are a retard. Because she think that every single black person in America should get a check. When you say we need a check, Foundation Black America, she thinking that you're talking about every black person in the United States, even the Africans. No, we're talking about Foundation Black America, and we're talking about freedmen, descendants of slaves. They have the information who we are. We ain't got to do no genealogy search. They know where the books have been kept. If you go look in the old Freeman Bureau, the books have been kept. They got hundreds of documents of our genealogy. Those who was here at the time of the 14, 15, 1600, all the way up to the 1865, where they was documenting how many people was putting money in that bank that they stole from over 87 million today, which was 3.7 million back then, that those slaves who was free put money in the Freeman Bank, which was called the Freeman Bureau. And now Kamala Harris changed the name to Annex to throw us off. But anyway, that's what she's talking about. She gonna tell us how she don't think how the money gonna be given. She says to herself like she's the one in charge. If you're confused about it, don't talk about it. But listen to this ignorant human being.
I say to them, how does the check get cut? What's the process by which we get reparations?
What's the process the Indians get reparations? What's the process of the Jews getting reparations? What's the process of white people getting reparation after slavery? What was that process? What's the process of the Native Americans, so-called Indian, getting paper, getting that money allocated to them? What's that process? Whatever that process is how we get our money. We have a genealogy to this country. We built this country. We don't know shit about no other country but this one. We're not African American. We're foundation Black Americans. We're no longer claiming that African shit. When they did that, that made us connect with them so that we couldn't have a claim. By using African American, that put us as a claim of saying that Africa owed us the money for sending us down here in slavery. But you're mistaken when you think we came there from there when we was already here in America. Before they came over here, the Folsom family, hell, we was already here. Sitting here watching them for several years or so, starved to death. And we should have let them starve to death. And nobody would have been ever been over here. We could have been having our land and everything right now. But here's an ignorant woman. Listen to how she talks. Been here probably over 60 years and still talking like a fool. Listen to her.
It's an act of Congress. No president, by the time it gets to the president's desk, so even civically, we are not at the level to have this conversation. Well, let me ask you, Representative Crockett, how do we begin to engage? Because there's been a bill that has never made it out of the House to study reparations. What do we need to do to make the study of reparations federally happen?
Yeah, I don't know, Karen. Like I could sit here and I could politic with.
See, this is an ignorant politician. This is who is representing Texas 30. A woman who is a Black woman who says she don't know how reparations get handled, and they laughing about it. Do you see the brother laughing about it? They laughing about it like it's a joke. This is not funny. White people are prospering. Asians are prospering. The Ukraine folks are getting that paper and blowing it. The Jews, they are prospering. The Native Americans, they prosper. They got casinos now. Plus, they study getting billions of dollars from the government. They prosper. But these two fucking idiots right here are laughing like it's a goddamn joke. They're laughing like it's a goddamn joke. This is why we don't trust her. This is why you can't trust Karen Hunt. Who in the fuck will be laughing when your people don't have the money that they owe? And now we got to deal with this poverty shit. We always got to be the one to start from scratch. Slim Thug, we always got to be the one to start from scratch. When Slim Thug, if we would have had more money, you probably would be richer than you are now. If every black American would have had their paper that was owed to them from their family, from their lineage. This is the type of shit you get. Two black women cooning. Look at them. This is funny. Like, y'all niggas ain't gonna get shit. We got ours. Do you see this brother laughing? I bet he say, look at these two motherfucking monkeys. It ain't nothing funny about people who owe money and don't get it. We like 40 million who in poverty right now. We at the bottom. We built this country and we at the bottom of the food barrel. And these motherfuckers keep having conversations that don't include us. And white America think it's funny, just like these two dumbass Negroes right here think it's funny. Now y'all vote for this woman and she's laughing. And I know some of you niggas are laughing about black people not getting their money, while everybody else in the world is prospering. This is not a funny matter. This is a serious matter. And it's these black goddamn women like this making sure we don't get our money, making sure we stay our ass on the bottom. And it's funny to them. And the goddamn thing funny. That black man right there, even though he may be on the show with him, he don't think not a goddamn thing is funny. But let's see what this goddamn coon say.
You all day, right? But there has to be a will. And I'm going to be honest, like Charles stated it absolutely correctly. You know, it is an act of Congress. And granted, there's a lot of acts that we need to finish, right? Like we still don't have repro rights. Like there's a lot of things that need to be done. We still don't have, listen, you talking about reparations, we can't get voting rights right now.
Now, how many of you Negroes that's voting have a problem voting? If you got a voting, you know, if you registered to vote, how many of y'all having problems getting registered? How many of y'all having problem voting? Now, this idiot is talking about voting rights, and we already got that. You talking about reparations? We ain't got good voting rights, nigga. I ain't never had a problem voting. I've been here almost over 50 some years. Never had a goddamn problem voting. And this brother is representing our brothers by looking at her like that. That's how every black man should be looking at this broad when they passed her. At both of these broad. When y'all come down the street, when y'all come in the black neighborhood, we all should be just looking at them like that. Like, what kind of bullshit y'all producing for white people to see y'all laughing about a black matter? This is a black matter. This is black issues. And these hoes laughing. Then this fool come talking about voting rights.
Like that's taking it like back to what we was already supposed to have. Like we can't get a reauthorization of the Voting Rights Act. And so, you know, for the most part, some of this stuff gets through the House when you at least have a Democratic House.
Obama had the House and the Senate. Clinton had the House and the Senate. And didn't shit get done for black people. So she need to stop that bullshit. Stop that damn lie. This is the person y'all voted for Texas District 30. This is the bullshit.
But until we do something about this filibuster, until we reach the 60-person threshold on the Senate side, I think a lot of these things are really dead on arrival. Just like the Republicans in the House have said, basically, nope, we not gonna go on the border deal. That's usually where we end up having things stall out, is because of this Jim Crow era filibuster that is really blocking a lot of our progress in this country. But what's frustrating is that becomes the brand. The brand then is tied down to, say, a democratically controlled Senate, and the next thing you know, people are saying, well, y'all had control of everything and y'all ain't do nothing. And it's like, yeah, we did do stuff. Did we do enough? Probably not. But again, from a civic standpoint, we just don't have the 60-person thresholds. Should DC have statehood?
Man, I can't listen to this woman. I can't listen to this woman. Look at this brother. That's how every brother should be looking at these hoes right here. These two black women call themselves and talking stupid. Everything she's saying is stupid. Yeah, we had control, but we do something? Yeah, we did something, but we didn't do enough. We didn't do shit for black people, lady. That's what the conversation is about. We didn't do shit for black people. We do shit for Foundation Black America. Now, black people quit voting for these assholes, man. Quit voting because your damn grandmama told you to vote Democrat. Man, this shit is killing us. We can't get shit done because y'all keep doing this dumb shit. Use your voting rights as power, leverage. The Democrats can't run shit without us. Those few black people that voted for Trump couldn't do shit without them. They needed that. They needed that little leverage. If black people hadn't stayed on, Kamala Harris would have her fat ass sitting up there, stinking up the White House. And fucking over black people like she normally do. Y'all already said, what you gonna do for black people? I'm not doing nothing for black people. No. I know y'all remember that. Jasmine Crockett, Karen Hunter, the Black Caucus, the NAACP, the Urban League, the Griot. None of these motherfuckers care about black people. They just BET, really. All these people have sold us out completely and have sold out. Look how he looking. That's every black man. I don't see why they got this smirk on their damn face. Look at Karen Hunt. Big ass smirk on her face. I can't even get through this interview. I'm so angry. I don't even want to hear no more from this damn woman. This is the reason why we don't trust Jasmine Crockett. This very shit right here, what she's saying. In another interview, she said that the immigrants are the ones that should be that's making this country great. What? The immigrants making this country great? Damn. Y'all voted for this crazy fool. Please, black people, please. Use your vote as leverage. Don't give it away. Hold it until these people put a check on the table. Hold your vote. Sit back, relax. They got to come to us. The Republicans, the Democrats got to come to us. If they want it, they got to come here. I don't care how many immigrants they go try to make happy. I don't care how many Jews they try to go make happy. I don't care how many Asians, Indians, natives that they kiss ass up to. They need us. And we got to let them know that, and they got to know that. I'm going to end this broadcast. I was going to let this shit go on, man. I can't do this. This woman pissed me off, and this other lady, Karen Hunter, pissed me off too. And I'm so to snap on these motherfuckers, man. I mean, they are silly. They sitting up laughing about black pain, black suffering, black poverty. Things that's owed to us that we have never got.